It's Wednesday, the 10th of November 2021. Welcome to the Fear and Greed Business Headlines, where we give you the top 5 business stories you need to know in just 5 minutes. I'm Michael Thompson, and good morning, Sean Aylmer.
Morning, Michael.
All right, 5 stories, 5 minutes. Let's get stuck into it. Sean, it was a very big day for gold companies yesterday, with market leader Newcrest buying Canadian gold digger Pretium for $3.8 billion and a massive new find in Western Australia.
Sure was. Starting with Newcrest, the Pretium board has recommended the $3.8 billion deal, and hopefully it will be completed in the first quarter of next year. It's a really big move by Newcrest, which has been criticised for not having enough future production volume. In fact, Newcrest had suggested it might tilt towards copper. Anyway, this deal will add 300,000 ounces a year to Newcrest production. Big news there. Even bigger, Chalice Mining. Its share price jumped 29% yesterday after it announced the largest nickel sulfide discovery globally in more than 20 years and the largest ever in Australia. The Gonville deposit, just 70 kilometres northeast of Perth, contains 10 million tonnes of palladium, platinum and gold. It has 530,000 tonnes of nickel, 330,000 tonnes of copper and 53,000 tonnes of cobalt. Huge numbers, hard to get your mind around. It certainly puts Chalice Mining in the green metal space and a major player.
It's such an incredible story, that one, considering how big WA is and the fact that this massive discovery was made just 70 kilometres away from Perth. Amazing story, that one. On to story number 2, and one for the crypto investors. Bitcoin hit a record high of almost $68,000 yesterday.
Yes, it was up 7.5% in just 24 hours. Several other digital currencies were also higher. In all, the value of the cryptocurrency market has now moved beyond $3 trillion. Keep in mind, this is a market that's only been around for 10 years, and it's up 400% this year alone. The big four are Bitcoin, Ether, Binance Coin, and Solana. There's still plenty of cynics out there, me included, who really didn't think there was much substance to cryptos. I think we might be proven wrong.
Yeah, might be looking that way. Story number 3 this morning. National Australia Bank, the country's second largest bank and fourth largest company, has reported a full-year cash profit of $6.6 billion. That is up 77% from last year's COVID-affected result.
Pretty good, really. Its mortgage and business lending operations did really well. Now, while the lending book improved, the bottom line was helped by a reduction in the amount set aside for bad loans. CEO Ross McEwen said the bank was well set up for the post-COVID bounce. Interestingly, given all the debate about climate change, National Australia Bank will still finance greenfield gas operations, saying it was necessary to underpin national energy security. The bank's share price ended slightly lower. Good news for the shareholders, they'll receive twice the dividend they received last year. Good news for the CEO, Mr. McEwen, as well. He received twice as much last financial year as he did 12 months earlier, taking home more than $4 million.
Okay, on to story number 4, and there is plenty happening in the world of retail, Sean.
Sure is. Outdoor clothing retailer Kathmandu, they said there's going to be a shortage of wetsuits this summer because it just can't get enough of them. Kathmandu said its profit has been hit by extended lockdowns, but Chief Executive Michael Daly is upbeat about the run into Christmas. In the same area, Centre Group, which owns the Westfield malls across the country, said customers are returning to bricks and mortar shops and occupancy rates are 98.5%. That's pretty good. And not to be forgotten, Cooper's Brewery said beer volumes were down around 8% in the first 4 months of the current financial year due to lockdowns. I thought we drank more during lockdowns. Anyway, Coopers has about 5% of the national beer market, so it pretty much knows what's going on. A bit of a surprise there, though, Michael.
Yes, indeed. Story number 5, Sean. I'm not quite sure what to make of this one. Warren Buffett, the world's greatest investor, arguably, is selling shares. Should we be worried?
I think we should always watch Warren Buffett. Follow the money, and he has plenty of it. He's sitting on about $190 billion in cash at the moment. Now, during the 3 months to the end of September, his company Berkshire Hathaway was a net seller of equities for the 4th straight quarter. Last time he did that was back in 2008. What it really indicates is that the 91-year-old is struggling to find opportunities in equities, and that's why he's sitting on so much cash. Maybe we should take notice.
There we go. That's it. The top 5 business stories in 5 minutes. Thank you very much, Sean.
Thank you, Michael.
It's Wednesday, the 10th of November 2021. Remember to hit follow on the podcast, and if 5 minutes isn't quite enough, if you want something a little bit longer, you can find our full podcast called Fear and Greed on your podcast platform. You can also get more information, plenty of interviews, and sign up for our free daily newsletter at fearandgreed.com.au. I'm Michael Thompson, and that was the Fear and Greed Business Headlines. Have a great day.